are back again, and we wanted to talk with you about the idea of oils specifically for acneic skin. Lauren is a trained esthetician, and she works with us here at Blissoma, and we of course deal with a lot of clients that have breakout problems. It's super common. Everybody has breakouts at some point in their life or another, and very frequently that's when people email us because they're on that search for a product to help them with the trouble that they're going through. And lots of times they've tried a lot of different things and not gotten good results. And one of the things that's kind of come onto the market in the recent time period is the idea that oils, especially specific oils, can be very good for acneic skin types. And this kind of flies in the face of the wisdom of the 80s and 90s, when the idea was to, use Stridex pads or your Clearasil, like dotted on. All of these things are designed to dry the skin out, and oil-free products were huge. You almost couldn't sell a product if it had oil in it at a certain point. But I think that a lot of the misconception about oil being bad has come from the fact that a lot of the oils that were being used were petroleum-based oils, and those can clog the skin. They don't absorb well, and they're not very nutritious for your skin because there's no vitamin content in them, there's no phytonutrients, there's nothing that your skin can digest and use as part of rebuilding. In effect, what they do is they just coat your skin and they sit there. So it's very likely that they're going to cause a breakout because they're not absorbing and they're not going anywhere. So what's come about in the last few years is an interest in healthy oils. So things like plant-based oils like hemp seed oil or red raspberry seed oil. I love tamanu oil. It's a lovely oil. And these are all coming from plant-based sources, and they're much more skin-friendly because they absorb into your pores and through the cellular matrix of the skin much nicer. And they actually contain compounds that are anti-inflammatory and very good for helping address some of the irritations that you might be experiencing along with that acne, because of course your skin it hurts when you have a breakout.
It does.
The whole area is just sensitive and inflamed, and then even afterward as you're healing, that skin is in need of extra care.
Right.
So something that's going to provide rebuilding compounds to help your skin repair itself on a continuous basis, so you don't end up with scarring or another breakout right in that same area is a very good thing. So do you have anything that you would like to add about using oil specifically for acneic skin?
Well, I mean, it might kind of be repeating myself from our last video, but I'm not afraid to put oil on my skin. No one should be. I use the Restore oil about once or twice a week in the winter, and I've even used it when I've had like a little bit of a breakout, and it doesn't make anything. It doesn't make it worse. It actually kind of makes it better. It kind of soothes it and calms it. So basically, don't be afraid to put oil on your skin if you think it's going to clog your pores. It's really not. So,
especially if you're making a smart choice about the oil that you're using. I don't generally recommend that people go into their kitchen cabinet and just use olive oil. That's a little heavy for most people's skin unless you have exceptionally dry skin. But there are actually proteins in olive oil that some people can even be allergic to, which I've noticed that in some client responses on things. That they actually get a little bit of burning or itching from olive oil, and that's true for me. I can't use olive oil on my face. I can use it in other places, but
okay, so you can use it on like your arms.
I can use it on my arms and my body, but I cannot use it on my face.
And what about coconut oil?
Coconut oil is kind of a hit or miss for some people. Some people absolutely love it, and it works fantastically for them. And then I would say about 50% of people find that it makes their skin almost feel drier in the long run, like if they're using it consistently, and some people can actually get more breakouts from it. So it's very split down the middle. So you can experiment with it, and it does have a lightweight feel to it, and it does absorb, but it tends to be very mixed reaction. And this is, like, I've been watching blogs, that document people, because it's a very hot ingredient right now, and some people just absolutely adore it. And I love it for cooking, and I think that it can be great for your body even. It does have a higher comedogenic rating, and I think that that's what's getting some people into trouble.
Right.
So it also has lauric acid in it, which lauric acid is anti-bacterial and anti-acne. So I think that's where that split result is coming in, where some people are getting a benefit from it, but for some people it may just still be a little too comedogenic for their skin, or they may need something a little richer. So what I have here for our video demonstration purposes is two of my favorite oils. So this is a little bit of the hemp seed oil that we use at Blissoma, and it is a really delightful oil for acneic and oily skin types. Really any skin type can benefit from this particular oil. It's very absorbent into the skin. You're just going to be left feeling really super satiny, and as you can see, I'm going to maybe like hold this a little closer, hopefully it'll focus. It has a really lovely green color to it, and that green color is from all the chlorophyll that's in there. And if you're using a hemp seed oil product that is not at all green colored, I would suggest that you maybe look for a different product to use, because what you want is something that's going to be unrefined like this. This is not processed. We use it in cold storage. It is a very sensitive oil. So a lot of companies don't necessarily include it in as many products because it doesn't have as long of a shelf life as a lot of oils might. So while coconut oil stays good practically indefinitely, which is one of the benefits of keeping it around in the household for cooking or for other uses, you don't really have to worry about storage too much because it's very stable. The hemp seed oil you would keep, if you had a pure hemp seed oil, you would keep it in the fridge. And if you were just going to buy a pure food grade hemp seed oil from, say, your local health food store, you would find it in the refrigerated section, along with like the flaxseed oil, that's been pressed and needs to be refrigerated as well. So generally, like if it's not being refrigerated, it would have a shelf life of maybe 6 months. We blend it in products so that the other oils are actually adding antioxidants and vitamin E to keep it fresher for longer so that it has a more extended shelf life. But if you're using pure hemp seed oil, it's not going to last quite as long. But I wanted to kind of, Laura maybe can try some on her hand and see what she thinks of the feel of it. So try rubbing that in. It does have a little bit of a nutty smell to it, but it's very balancing. It's anti-inflammatory. It's providing a really perfect balance of omega-3 and 6 fatty acids and 9. 3, 6, 9. Yeah.
6, 9?
Yeah. It's got just an ideal profile of those. Those are anti-inflammatory.
And it absorbs, like,
right away.
Yeah, it's not going to leave you a residue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, it's still soft, but yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite oils. Very lightweight, easy to use, and I think you're going to get a great result with it. And then the other oil that I have that we keep on hand here for use in a lot of products is the cranberry seed oil that we use. And it's more of just a light color, as you can see, just that kind of typical clear light yellow oil color. And this is also unrefined. It does have a little bit of an aroma to it, kind of just an oily smell.
Or sweet.
Mm-hmm. Little sweet, maybe little tiny bit fruity. And this is also a very lightweight oil. It's good for anti-aging, and it has a lot of natural vitamin E. So tocopherols and tocotrienols. Those are the two types of vitamin E compounds that it has in it. And vitamin E is very regenerative for skin. So while this has a very lightweight feel to it, it's also providing a lot of rebuilding compounds that are going to help your skin recover from trauma related to acne breakouts. So it soaks in also really, really nicely. Mm-hmm. Just leaves you feeling really balanced, not heavy at all. So that's another one of my favorite oil ingredients to look for in products, because it's just going to give you a great feel on the skin. First of all, it's not going to break you out, and then it's also going to provide things that your skin needs to heal and to maintain itself. So those are two of my favorite oil ingredients for acneic skin.
And if you're still not sold on it, didn't you say there was something, jojoba? That's not an oil, but it moisturizes. If you're still scared and you don't want to try the oil, isn't that like another option?
Yes, jojoba is another option. It's a liquid wax, so it's technically not actually an oil, and that's the oil that we use in our Smooth A+ serum. So that it also provides a little bit of a balancing effect, and it's very similar to your skin's natural sebum structure. So that's one reason that usually works really well for a lot of people. Like anything, your skin is very individual. You are a unique chemical makeup. So what you want to do is just keep experimenting until you find the thing that's right for you. Because I know one thing that people encounter a lot when they switch to naturals is that, there might be some natural products that still might not be an ideal fit for you. Plants are very potent, they're very powerful, and it is possible to have allergies or sensitivities to even natural ingredients. So it's important for you to not get discouraged and to just keep searching for that right fit for your skin type, because there will be something in the plant world that will be able to help you.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of trying to find what your body is wanting.
Right.
So yeah. So those are some nice oils that you can use to keep your acneic skin healthy and happy and hopefully breaking out less. And we really wish you luck on your journey, because we know it's frustrating, and hope that you get fantastic results from whatever you're going to try next. So have a lovely day, and don't forget to subscribe for lots more videos on skincare tips and natural wellness and fun thoughts about being a holistic lifestyle and wellness. And Lauren will maybe join us again in the future for a few segments. And it's been fun having her here. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Have a good day. We'll see you later.
Bye.